come to you today as someone who carries within him the true aspirations of Zeon.
Hey guys, welcome to the Zeonremnants channel. In today's video, we'll be doing another prop commission for someone. This is for somebody I met at Guardian Con last year. And she wanted me to make her a Diaspora ghost. And this is the Destiny vinyl ghost that Amazon finally released, and you can just buy these now in bulk and they're like $14.99. Which is great because you can customize them and do all kind of cool shit with them. I want to put a light in this, and I'm kind of messing around with stuff. I'm going to hollow this out. I don't know if this is one solid piece or not, but I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, so I'm going to start boring this thing out and just seeing what we can get away with, what we can put inside this ghost. If it all goes horribly, I plan to make Shelly anyway. If you guys haven't watched Team Titan yet, it's the Destiny machinima we produce on this channel. Shelly is a Siva ghost, and she's Raven's ghost, and Raven is my character, so I want to make Shelly. So if it goes horribly, and it doesn't look all that great, then I will simply turn this one into Shelly, and then I will, I have a couple more of these, I will try again, and maybe won't put a light in it, but I'm going to try now. So let's crack into this thing and see what happens. Okay, well, unfortunately, it's not hollow. There's a big box in the middle. Awesome. This sucks. Alright, so we went in and we bored out the layer on top, and then there's an additional layer in the middle there. It's pretty hollow inside, otherwise, just these plates inside. And now what I'm able to do is very cheaply fitting a Harbor Freight flashlight inside. I say that, and I just did it, now I won't do it on camera. There we go. Oop, there, line it up. And now you have a ghost with a light up eye. Bam. That's pretty awesome, I think. Now, of course, in the back you'll have this sticking out a little bit, but I mean, if you're just looking at it from the front, I think this is going to work great. What I'll do is, since obviously I didn't cut perfectly, I have a very big assortment of rubber rings that I can go ahead and fit around here to hide the fact that the circle isn't, 100% perfect, as well as in the back too, and also just to kind of keep the light in there so it doesn't like fall out or whatever. Otherwise, this worked out great. I'm going to continue working on this, and we'll make this the Dead Orbit Diaspora Ghost Shell. Alright, so we've gone ahead and we've basically, I figured out a way to secure the light inside the ghost. I have these O-rings here. They fit super snug around the flashlight front and back, so you can push on this. I'm sure if you push on it really hard, it'll come out, but for the most part, this ain't going anywhere. And if you guys have Harbor Freight where you live, it's a great place to get random bits and bobs and some starting tools. So I bought these nitro O-ring assortment and grommet assortments. They're great when you need something like this. So I use these to hold the flashlight in place. They're great add-on pieces for greeblies or whatever have you. So check your local Harbor Freight. I go in there every once in a while, and they always have coupons and sales. It's crazy, and you can find some really cool stuff in there. So now, if you guys notice, I have some writing here on the ghost. I drew out some templates, and the Diaspora Ghost Shell has these like these big like a crown almost. So I made these out of polystyrene plates or plow plate, and this will serve as the crown for the ghost. It's funny because if you look at the Destiny model, you can tell that basically they just added a piece right here. You can actually see the line where they added the crown piece, kind of like where this line is here. It's really funny. But basically, I'm almost done with constructing this. We're just going to glue these on, and then we just need to paint, and then we're done. So let's see what happens. Alright, so continuing on with the Diaspora prop, we have the crown pieces glued on there. and I think this came out really well. You know, making templates and everything definitely helps. My one complaint is that I wish I had made the this a little bit closer to this line here, so it goes straight up. But otherwise, I think this came out really well. And now, basically, it's time to paint this thing. And I'm going to have to repaint it white again because the polystyrene is a different white than the ghost shell. I knew that was going to happen. I'm probably going to mask off the gray bits with sticky tack. Hopefully that will help. Alright guys, so we have the ghost all taped up in places that I don't want the paint to go. And I'm out here at the spray booth in the back of my shop that my brother built for me when I moved in. And it's the first time I've actually used it because I haven't been making props. I've been slacking, I know this. But now we're going to get back in the game and let's paint this ghost up.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, as you can see, the ghost has been painted completely white. I masked off some areas with a combination of tape, sticky tack, and plastic bag. So now, it's time to remove all this stuff, and hopefully, a lot of the paint, or a lot of the underside was protected. But with this, who knows? Let's find out. Alright guys, we've gone ahead, we have removed the tape. I put the flashlight back in for now. And for the most part, the masking was pretty successful. Everything that I wanted to stay gray, for the most part, stayed gray. A little bit of overspray right here. The only other problem that I had was that around the eye, see if you guys can see it, where I taped off, there's like a little ring around the eye now that's the old white. So I do have this same paint Tamiya in a bottle, so I might try and take a brush and just clean that up a little bit, but I mean really you're not gonna see it all that much, so I don't think it's a big deal, but it's gonna bother me anyway. So and I'm probably gonna do black wash on this anyway and dirty him up just a little bit, so that'll probably cover that as well. But otherwise, I'm thinking that this came out pretty good. It looks more uniform than before. Alright, there's some more painting I have to do. I have to go ahead and repaint these orange bits. I have to paint the camouflage parts on the middle pieces. And I'm going to do some black wash and a little bit of silver dry brush. So hopefully this all comes out alright. And then I'm also going to paint the little Destiny logo, little embossed logo here on the bottom. I'm going to paint that too. Because why not? Alright guys, moving on, we are about 90% done with the Diaspora ghost shell for Geekside Showing, and what I've done now is I've done the camouflage type pattern that the ghost shell has. It's really weird colors, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't see color very well. I thought it was like blue and gray. Apparently it's purple and pink. A lot of people told me that, and even Geekside Showing was like, yeah, it's purple and pink, and I was like, oh, okay, good to know. So I went ahead and I did that. I think it came out pretty good. I used a little bit of a different type of technique for this. Basically, I went to Hobby Lobby, and you can buy like a bag of like different sponges. You get all these different type of patterns and textures that you can go ahead and you can use to make camouflage. And now this has been done a lot. People use it when they camouflage helmets and firearms and things like that. So this is a really old technique. It's kind of a random technique, but there is like a little bit of a science to it. I think this came out relatively well. It's not exactly like how it is in the game. Ooh, it almost fell. It's not exactly how it is in the game, but I think it's close enough. It's a pretty good representation of it, and I think it came out pretty good, to be honest. I used folk art paint for this. I mean, kind of like when you're doing stuff like with sponges and stuff, you kind of have to use water-based paint. I mean, of course, you could use enamel or other paints. I feel like water acrylic is the best thing for sponges, in my opinion. It's, of course, also easy to wash out the sponges. Like, all these were used, and as you can see, they're completely clean. I had to wash this one real quick. But I used Midnight for the purple, and then I used this taffeta pink, and I mixed that with just a little bit of Rainy Day gray, because the pink is kind of like a darker, muted type pink. So I was told, and those are the colors. It's great to have good friends, because I like snapped a bunch of, there's like, you know, four shelves or whatever of like acrylic paint, and it's just like, oh my god, what do I pick? So I like sent a bunch of pictures of like pink and purple. I'm like, what do I pick? And I picked Midnight originally. I could match that color, but the pink is just so weird to me. It's hard for me to see it really well. So the next thing that we're going to do, I'm almost done. I'm going to do some black wash in the crevices. Like there's crevices here in these joints. These parts should be kind of a gray or a black. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll be done. Hopefully she likes it. Alright guys, a little bit later we are all done with the Diaspora Ghost Shell commission that I did. I think this came out really well. I learned a lot of new things. And this was my first custom ghost shell that I've done so far. I'm loving these vinyl ghosts. You can see one over there. I'm going to buy more of these because I want to do one for myself as well. I love the Wrath of the Machine ghost. That's the same ghost Raven uses in Team Titan, which is my character. So definitely want to do that. And I think this came out really, really good. It's funny how, you know, simple things like these cheap flashlights that you get at Harbor Freight can come in handy for certain things. But I really like the way this ghost turned out. As you guys can see, I went ahead and I painted the Destiny symbol. And also I did a little Dead Orbit sign down there. I kind of want to go back and darken this up a bit. It's I tried to fade it out with some white dry brushing, and I don't know, it just doesn't look too right to me. It needs to be a little bit darker, but I love the way the camel came out. I didn't go over this earlier, but the color here is a red-orange from Model Master. And I think it's a very good color for the ghost. As you can see, this is a bit more orangey, but I really like this color for the accent pieces. But other than that, guys, this is all done. And of course, we have the lights in the ghost, which is pretty neat. And these flashlights are super bright. And the great thing is, if this ever goes bad, I mean, you can literally go to Harbor Freight and buy one for like, I think they're $1 or something like that. And the only thing keeping these in are these O-rings. And they're pretty sturdy. I'm hanging them up by this thing. So like I said, it's funny how just really cheap stuff can come in handy when you need it. And maybe eventually I'll do a much cleaner light inside of this so that it's not sticking out the back. But relatively speaking, I mean, if you have it like this on your desk, you're never going to see the back anyway, so I don't think it matters too horribly much. But guys, thanks for watching this video on customizing the Destiny Vinyl Ghost that came out recently. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these. If you guys want your own customized ghost, go ahead. My email is in the description. If you want to inquire about a custom ghost or any other custom prop, action figure, whatever you want, check out the channel. If you see something, let me know. And if you don't see something and you think I can do it, let me know and I'll let you know. I'll let you know. You let me know, I let you know. We all know, and we're letting people know the stuff. Yes, that makes sense. But until then, everyone, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below, share it around. I'll be posting this up on Bungie.net. Hopefully more people will see it. If you want to support the channel, go ahead to my Design by Humans website and buy some sweet Team Titan, Team Hunter, and Team Warlock shirts to help support the channel. Subscribe for more content, and as always, Zeon!